I kind of knew from the very beginning this job was going to be not like any other build that we've ever done before. My first site visit was with Luxe Decor when we were asked to go and, check out the existing home. Of course, we were asked to wear gloves and we were asked to wear masks and not touch anything. It was like from a sci-fi movie, but we were going there maybe 2-3 days after the first real lockdown. The whole thing was a very unique experience.
The part of the design that I'm most proud of, I would say, is really taking advantage of the views. I mean, when people walked into that backyard, everyone was like, wow, this is amazing, it's amazing space. So we really took advantage of the views to the water from every location. You could see the water from like the beautiful stone staircase to the outdoor kitchen, and even from like the beautiful pergola that Olivier built. Everything really focused on the view. So I think we did a great job with that. Dreaming of the time we were free. So many years ago, before a time when we first heard, welcome to the home.
The scale of the project and the timeline we had to get things rolling was just way too short. Usually there'd be a sequence of the plans get done, you apply for the permits, and then you start for execution. On this job, it was planning, execution, and getting permits all at the same time. And that's because, again, just because of that lockdown created such a bottleneck that we had no choice to just go in that direction. So the tactics that I use here were to apply for an interior permit and an exterior permit separately. That way they both had their own identity. The interior permits you can get very quickly because they're simply based on math and rules. The exterior permit, those are more complicated because they're being judged not on math and rules, they're being judged on some people's opinion. So that can take a lot longer for you to get.
So the homeowners, when I went to start the process and start the design, it was obvious and it was important that it really was their last forever home. So we wanted to make sure that we included, all the amenities for them, from entertaining to, having their daughter growing up with them. So, from the pool, the outdoor kitchen. So that was the whole, focus was making sure that we had all the amenities in, which I think we did a pretty good job.
The way that we decided to renovate this home is we went with Luxe Decor that helped us with the design of the entire property. And Luxe Decor recommended Olivier Caron and his team to help with the renovations. And I was very happy with the work that he did and definitely would go with them again.
So what that meant is I knew from the very beginning that I was going to do the build, it was going to go in a certain sequence, and when the windows are supposed to show up, we were not getting the windows. I knew from the very beginning that we pretty much finished the entire renovation and that the windows would show up way behind because we just didn't have the time to wait for the answer of our exterior permit.
Yeah, but not being able to get the windows on time was extremely tough. We lived in the house with boarded up windows for about 6 weeks. And we had to add the windows onto the project at the very end, which made it more difficult to put them in.
Reprotecting the floors, because I guess you had to
yes. Yeah. Well, everything was all done.
And
Then they had to bring the windows in, and the windows, if you see them upstairs, you had to go through the outside.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Sideways they go.